In the rich tapestry of One Day at a Time, few sequences capture the delightful absurdity of everyday family life with quite the same infectious energy as the opening domestic preparations for Anne Romano's party. This segment centered around the chaotic hunt for accessories and the memorable Peach-Melba exchange serves as a masterclass in 1970s sitcom writing, transforming mundane household irritations into a cascade of witty, overlapping dialogue that reveals character, underscores family bonds, and gently satirizes the pressures of maintaining appearances as a single mother. The sequence launches with a classic sibling confrontation that immediately establishes the Romano household's vibrant dynamic. Barbara's indignant, "You see my hoop earrings," quickly escalates into a back-and-forth negotiation, laced with financial reality and adolescent bargaining. Julie has borrowed the earrings, prompting Barbara to remind her sister that she only loaned half the money for their purchase. This seemingly trivial dispute brilliantly illustrates the economic tightrope many single-parent families walked in the 1970s. With Anne navigating life after divorce, resources are limited, and even small items like jewelry become symbols of sharing entitlement and sisterly friction. The writers infuse this moment with sharp humor when Barbara declares she is glad she was not buying a bra, a line that lands perfectly because it blends childish pettiness with an emerging awareness of teenage concerns about body and privacy. What follows is pure comedic gold as the conversation shifts to the hunt for pantyhose. Anne's frantic search, "I can't find my pantyhose," leads to the revelation that Julie is wearing them. The layering of misunderstandings reaches its pinnacle when Julie explains her color preference: she has peach on but wants the Melba. Anne's confusion gives way to Julie's triumphant pun, "I don't like peach and I don't like Melba, but I love them together. Get it, peach Melba." This moment is not merely a clever wordplay on the famous dessert, it exemplifies the show's ability to find humor in the ordinary. In the context of 1970s fashion, pantyhose were both a practical necessity and a symbol of feminine presentation. For Anne, preparing for guests means projecting competence and attractiveness despite the financial and emotional strains of single motherhood. The rapid delivery and overlapping interruptions mirror the real chaos of a household with two teenage daughters, creating an authentic sense of lived experience that audiences of the era would instantly recognize. The physical comedy intensifies as Anne attempts to regain control of her appearance. Her dress is unzipped, leading to a tender yet playful interaction with David Kane. David's willingness to help with the zipper while teasing about making love afterward adds a layer of gentle romantic tension. Anne's response, "David, don't fool around, just zip me okay," reveals a woman who appreciates his affection but remains focused on the immediate task of hosting. This exchange highlights the delicate balance Anne must strike. She is a liberated woman open to new romance yet constantly pulled back into the role of responsible mother and hostess. David's supportive presence contrasts sharply with her ex-husband's absence, reinforcing one of the series' core themes: the value of reliable partnership in the post-divorce landscape. Throughout these preparations, Barbara's sharp-witted observations provide consistent comedic relief. Her deadpan remarks about the shrimp platter, "I'll push them closer together, maybe they'll mate," and her commentary on Anne's appearance showcase a daughter who is both helpful and cheekily observant. These lines reflect the show's progressive portrayal of teenage girls who are not merely sidekicks but fully realized characters with distinct personalities. Barbara's humor often serves as a bridge between the generations, offering perspective while lightening the mood during Anne's annual hostess breakdown. The script's strength lies in its seamless blending of multiple conversations happening simultaneously. While Anne deals with her zipper and David, Julie and Barbara continue their squabbles over earrings and pantyhose. This overlapping dialogue technique creates a symphony of domestic noise that feels remarkably true to life. The writers demonstrate deep understanding of timing, allowing jokes to build upon one another without stepping on each other's punchlines. When Julie finally removes the Melba pantyhose at her mother's insistence, the resolution feels earned, rather than contrived, providing a small victory amid the mounting pressure of impending guests. These preparation scenes also subtly address the theme of performance and identity. As a single mother in the 1970s, Anne feels the weight of societal expectations to present a perfect home and composed demeanor. The cheap vodka poured into the Smirnoff bottle becomes a telling detail: practical resourcefulness masked as sophistication. Such moments resonate historically. Many women of that era were entering the workforce and social scenes as divorcees for the first time, learning to navigate judgment, while carving out spaces for joy and connection. Schneider's intrusion during these preparations further amplifies the chaos. His unannounced arrival with mail and immediate commentary on the party preparations injects working-class energy into the middle-class setting. His jokes about the zipper, which way was it going when it got stuck, Ariba or abajo, push the boundaries of propriety in a way that perfectly suits his character as the lovable but inappropriate superintendent. Anne's mixture of exasperation and reluctant amusement toward Schneider reflects the complicated neighborly relationships common in apartment living during that decade. The party preparations sequence excels in its character insights. We see Anne's determination to create normalcy for her daughters, despite her own uncertainties. Julie and Barbara's interactions reveal both rivalry and underlying affection. David emerges as a calming influence who respects Anne's independence while offering practical and emotional support. Even minor details such as the gym shoes left in the bathroom, causing ventilation complaints, ground the humor in relatable domestic realities. As the segment progresses toward the actual arrival of guests, the script maintains its energetic pace while planting seeds for later storylines. The frantic energy of earrings, pantyhose and food arrangements establishes the episode's tone. Life for the Romano family is messy, loud and frequently hilarious, yet underpinned by genuine love and resilience. The Peach Melba moment, in particular, stands as one of the episode's most memorable comedic highlights, a perfect encapsulation of how the show finds joy in the smallest domestic absurdities. In broader cultural context, these scenes celebrate the evolving American family of the 1970s. Traditional expectations of domestic perfection were giving way to more authentic portrayals of working mothers dating after divorce and raising strong-willed teenagers. One Day at a Time embraced this shift with warmth and humor rather than judgment. The preparations for the party become a metaphor for Anne's larger journey, attempting to orchestrate harmony and success amid constant interruptions, much like single mothers across the country were doing in their own lives. The writing shines through its attention to rhythm and escalation. Each new mishap builds upon the last, creating a mounting sense of comedic pressure that mirrors Anne's internal state. The dialogue feels natural yet heightened for maximum humorous effect. Performances implied by the script would require precise timing and physical expressiveness, qualities that Bonnie Franklin as Anne delivered with remarkable charm and vulnerability. Ultimately, this section of the script does more than set up the party. It immerses us fully in the Romano family's world. Through earrings, disputes, pantyhose mix-ups and the inspired Peach Melba pun, the episode reminds us that the chaos of daily life is not an obstacle to happiness but the very material from which meaningful connections and laughter are forged. It is in these humble domestic moments that One Day at a Time finds its greatest strength, portraying single motherhood not as a burden to endure but as a vibrant, complicated and ultimately rewarding adventure. The preparations conclude with a household poised on the edge of celebration, having weathered the storms of sibling rivalry, romantic teasing and logistical hurdles. In doing so, the script has successfully drawn the audience into Anne Romano's world, where the smallest victories like successfully zipping a dress or reclaiming one's pantyhose carry profound emotional weight, and where humor serves as both survival mechanism and bonding force for a modern American family navigating uncharted territory.